Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wind Down Wednesdays with your girl Jovita. Cheers! Yes, I am drinking a nice red blend, of course. Hopefully, you have the beverage of your choice in your own personal wine glass because it is wind down. It is time for Wind Down Wednesdays. Yay! So let me introduce myself to those who may not know me. I am Jovita. I help boss women go from feeling frustrated, alone, and just overwhelmed to giving herself permission to be free, to heal from everything that she's like that's been holding her back so that she can live a harmonious life. My overall mission is to empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. Now, last week I spoke to you guys about, do you know your love language, right? And we're going to go into that part two of do you know your love language, right? Because I just thought I felt it in my heart to just kind of just go ahead and just talk about it a little bit more, because I just think that it's important. I don't think I spent enough time on certain things. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about receiving gifts. And if I do have enough time that I have allotted for myself, right, then we'll go into another one of them. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about receiving gifts because it's important. Well, before I go into that, let me recap the five love languages. So there are five of them. There's acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, and receiving gifts. And there's a quiz that you guys can do. Like go online, just look up the fivelovelanguages.com, go online and take the online quiz so you can learn what your love language is. And what's really important to remember about the love languages is that, because your primary way to feel love may be quality time and your primary way to give love may be quality time, right? But not everybody is like that. So there are some people who gives, give gifts, right? And we're going to talk about receiving gifts, but there are some people who give gifts. That's just what they do. That's just how they express how they feel, how they love, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that's how they want to receive love. But tonight we're going to focus on the love language of receiving gifts, right? And there are a number of people I have encountered this like throughout my life. Once I really tapped into the five love languages and started paying more attention to people and what they do and how they just show love and all of that and receive it, I was just amazed that I am around a lot of people who loves giving gifts. Like they love giving gifts and they also love receiving gifts. Now there are some of them in there who, kind of, I don't know if they really love receiving gifts or not, but to receive gift, that just makes them feel good. And being able to do that and just give gifts to others. Now this confused me for a minute because I'm like, so I told you guys my scores, right? What rank high for me, what rank low. And we all know. If you don't know, let me introduce you to my bottom number, which was a zero, a big fat zero on my quiz scale, was the receiving of gifts. Now, it's not that I'm not appreciative of, when I do receive gifts, it's just that's not what's going to fill my love tank, right? So, but there are people who, when they receive a gift, that fills them, that makes them feel good, that makes them believe that, oh my gosh, like you really care about me, you really love me, you just brighten my day. So there are those type of people out there, and you have to be able to recognize that. And then for yourself, you also have to be able to recognize those who give gifts, right, to show you that they care, but don't necessarily want to receive gifts because that doesn't fill them up, right? So these are you just got to really look at it for what it is and just kind of decipher for who it is. Because I know I have lots and lots and lots of friends who loves giving gifts. Like I am in groups that give gifts and I love it, but then sometimes like I am just hoping that they're not expecting me to give a gift because that's not what I think about. And I give you another story, just not even on the friendship level, just at work, right? I was a manager like a few years ago, and managers have to like, when someone's going away, when someone's coming in, birthdays, you recognize certain things, certain milestones that happen. So managers are supposed to be the one who, coordinate and get the gifts and stuff out there. Let me tell you. And I'm pretty sure my employees was like, oh my gosh, she don't even care. And that's not the truth. It certainly is not the truth. That's not what I think about when I want to say thank you for a job well done. I don't think about, oh, let me get you a gift, let me get you a card for your birthday, let me get you a card because you lost someone in your family. Those are things that I don't think about because gifts is not on the forefront of my mind. However, I do know that if I'm there, right, my quality time, which we're not talking about, but that's just me. But that was the example I wanted to give you guys because I can give the gift, but I don't necessarily think about that. So keep that in mind. If you are someone who loves to receive gifts, you might have to communicate that with your friends, your families, and possibly your coworkers. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how close you guys are, anything like that. But that's just something to think about. Like we really have to think about things like that because not everybody receives, love or caring the same way we do or the same way we give. So with the receiving of gifts, it's awesome. Like I feel good when I receive a gift. And I think it's great. I'm very appreciative. And I have those. I know that when I give someone a gift, when I really take the time and I'm thinking about it, right? When I give someone a gift, I know that they are very appreciative, that they really love it, and they really think that I care about them at that moment. They may have thought that, oh, I didn't care, I didn't give a rat's tail about them. But when I gave them that gift, that perked them up. And I did that because, and there's certain people that I do that to because I know that's what they want. That's what they love, that they love to receive these things. And I know it lights them up. It puts a smile on their face. It might make their day. I don't know, but I know that it makes them feel good because I see how they look once they receive the gift from me. And I just think it's phenomenal to be able to pay attention to those little things that people tell you. Because sometimes no one is going to actually say, hey, I like receiving gifts. Some people do, the people, I guess the people who really want a gift, they will say that, hey, that's what I want, right? But just listen to it because there are some things that people won't say, but look at how they react and respond when you do give them a gift. Look at how they act and respond when they give you a gift, right? Because if you don't pay attention to that, you'll be like, well, why is this person giving me a gift? I was that person. Why is such and such buying me a gift? Like, why are you doing that? But it took me going through my own personal journey to realize that people who give me gifts, and that's just how they express their love. That's just what it is. And when I give them gifts, they just, oh my gosh, it just fills them up. Right. So just keep that in mind when we talk about gift giving, right? It's just that important to pay that close attention. And another one I wanted to actually squeeze in here tonight was acts of service, right? And we know acts of service just simply means doing something for someone, not necessarily giving them a gift or anything like that, but just say, hey, a friend to come just mow their lawn, right? Or go and just like something they said, like, oh, they said, oh, I love ice cream, Oreo cookie ice cream. And then that friend come by the next day and say, oh, I brought you something, right? Not as a gift, but just act of service, just doing something for someone. I think that just makes it a big thing. And a lot of people like that. I have a number of people. Yeah, Brandy Nicole, definitely. I that is true. That is so true about you. But just the acts of service is really good. Like people do things that I do things for folks. Acts of service wasn't high on my list, right? But it was higher. It was higher than receiving gifts. I can tell you that. But anyway, but acts of service, just doing things for someone, just makes people feel good, right? And when you like doing that and like people doing that for you, it's important to kind of communicate that because sometimes your partner may not even know, right? Let's go about it in relationship. Your partner may not even know they're busy giving you all these gifts, right? But in return, you like, okay, yeah, thank you, but I'd rather you take the trash out. I'd rather you check on my car. I'd rather you wash my car. I'll rather you put gas in my car. Those things like that. That's what, people who really appreciate acts of service and that's their primary love language. That's what they want you to do. They don't want the gifts. They appreciate the gifts. Don't get me wrong. So don't stop giving your gifts. Now don't stop because that's just how you show love. But also remember, because you're showing love, giving gifts, you have to recognize and do some acts of service for your partner as well, because that's what your partner wants. That's what fills your partner up. That's what makes them smile, makes them tick. Shoot, might make them in turn go out and get you a gift because they know you love gifts, right? So we have to communicate differently when we communicate with our partners, with our friends, with our family, with our children, with our coworkers. It works all across the board. All you have to do is truly, truly pay close attention to the people around you and how they respond and how they act when they're doing certain things, because you will see it. They will show it to you in their faces all the time, right? They will definitely show you. And I know for me, I show what I really want by I'll plan something. And I told you guys that last week. I'll plan something and be like, hey, I'm having something, yada, yada, yada. And that's just that. And people might just be like, oh, we're just coming over to hang with her. But what they probably don't realize is that that's filling me up. That's filling me up, making me feel good. So when you do find someone who loves receiving gifts, give them a gift or two. It doesn't have to be expensive or anything like that. But if it's the thought that you thought about them, thought that you gave them a gift, something that they love that brightens their day, and it shows that you love them and you care. And just also do something for those who like acts of services. Just do something, whatever it is. If you just whatever service you want to provide, go clean their house, go organize their house, go. I'm just doing this. Cook them a meal and take it over, right? I might do that one day. I'm gonna have to pay close attention. Let me see how many people say they like a home cooked meal, and I might. This is a big might, but I might do that for someone. That might be my act of service, right? I mean, it won't fill me, but I'm pretty sure it will fill the person who I'm giving it to. All right. So thank you guys for joining me tonight on Wind Down Wednesday. I gotta take another sip, right? But thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Look for more to come. Stay tuned. I know you hear me say that all the time, but there's always something coming for me. It's always something new. And I will definitely share it with you first. If you would like to know when things are coming out, like be the first to know, then feel free. And I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to take my time to type right now. Feel free to send an email to info at, if I could type, at jovitanmiller.com. Send an email there and trust and believe. I will get in touch and say, hey, put me on your list. I want to know what's coming out. I want to know what you're doing next. I want to know when your next virtual book club is. I want to know whatever that is. If you want to know, be in an exclusive group, right? Then go ahead and send me an email there and say, I want in. All right. Thank you guys, and I will see you next week for Wind Down Wednesdays with Jovita. Cheers. Bye.